Et bonjour à tous et à toutes, c'est Retour et aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour une série que ça fait un moment que j'ai pas retouché, The Council, hein, avec notre ami Louis de Richet. Donc c'est vrai que c'était une série que j'avais commencé il y a un petit moment et j'avais pas vraiment continué en fait, et je m'en excuse parce qu'en fait c'est vrai que j'ai été happé très très vite par tout ce qui était Football Manager et tout, donc
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Donc voilà, c'est vrai que j'ai fait vachement de Football Manager. Puis je me suis dit, c'est vrai, en regardant ma chaîne et tout, que je savais pas qu'on ait cette série, il y avait qu'un épisode, j'ai fait, ah oui, bon. Ah bref, voilà, c'est pour ça qu'aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour l'épisode 2. Et pas l'épisode 2 du jeu, à l'épisode 2 de la série. Voilà, donc on est arrivé sur l'île. Et maintenant, on rentre au manoir. Sacrée porte. Qui s'ouvre toute seule, c'est pratique. C'est beau, hein, la technologie moderne. Voilà. Et donc on recherchait notre maman. Et oh, belle statue de Zeus, je dirais.
Impressive.
Ah, notre amie la duchesse qu'on a rencontrée. Et le curton. En fait, c'est pas un curton, mais c'est l'éminence.
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sir de Richet, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Alors, durant une confrontation, vous devez franchir des étapes en vous montrant le plus convaincant possible. Les confrontations ont des conséquences sur la suite de l'histoire. N'hésitez donc pas à utiliser vos compétences. Ok.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally.
Étape.
Would you happen to know if your mother has
Ok, donc il faut qu'on soit le plus convaincant. Non, ça fait un peu trop. Le mec donne, sinon je vais te casser la... On va mentir. On va mentir, on va dire un peu la vérité. On va voir ce qu'il y a à répondre. Ok, c'est passé.
See her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly.
Ok,
You
étape
said
2.
you work together. What do you do exactly?
Attends, on peut pas... C'est où qu'on voit les points comme ça? Difficulté 3. Non. On va dire
If
secret
you know my
professionnel.
mother, you will understand that I cannot answer you, Your Eminence. I'm sorry, but...
Do not worry, my son. I perfectly understand, and I expected nothing less from you.
Alors, est-ce que c'est bon? Ouais,
and
ça passe.
secrecy are both pillars
Allez,
of
plus
the
qu'une étape.
organizations for which
Et
we work.
il devrait nous refourguer la
Worthy
lettre.
son of Sarah.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been
Ok,
successful.
dernière étape.
Do you think I should give it to you?
Je la donnerai... Non, parce que ça fait un peu... si je la croise, et comme... bon, vous pouvez compter sur moi.
Don't
Bref.
worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation.
As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
Ah, I would expect nothing less.
Ok, bon bah ça passe. Ça passe crème.
If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Alors, vous devez convaincre notre interlocuteur qu'une réponse positive. Si vous donnez une mauvaise réponse, cette étape se répétera jusqu'à ce que vous donniez une bonne et que vous soyez à court de maladresse. Ok. Je ne crois pas en Dieu, ouais, pour ça c'est un peu...
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good.
Ok, bon.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Richet. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Alors... Ok, donc on va récupérer la lettre, c'est un bon début. Maintenant on va continuer on va regarder un peu droite à gauche qu'il y a. Alors...
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch. A biography of the great men. Open to Brutus's page. Caesar, stabbed by multiple blows at once, sees Brutus raise the dagger on him. Then, covering his head with his robe, he delivers himself to the arms of the conspirators. Nice family. Let's keep it. Might come in handy someday.
Ok.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President
Ah ok, c'est Washington.
of America.
Ah ouais,
Delighted
ok,
at last
ils l'ont
to
pas
make your
loupé.
acquaintance, Mr. President.
Mon destiqué au début,
Pleased to meet
j'ai un
you,
petit doute quand même quand
Louis
que ce
Moras
soit,
de Richet.
Washington, mais
It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it
là
simple,
quand même.
please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
Après, c'est
I
vrai
should
que
imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
l'indépendance américaine remontait à plusieurs années, à peu près
It's the
20 ans, je
first
crois,
time that
à
I've
la
ever met
Révolution
so many
française, donc,
illustrious personalities.
presque 20 ans,
And
donc
you haven't
on voit
seen
qu'il est un peu vieilli,
anything
le
yet.
garçon.
Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so
Voilà.
happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Voilà, on va rentrer dans son jeu, comme ça il va être content,
No
l'éminence.
scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, Do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organises a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
On va inventer
Like you,
quelque chose.
Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take.
Ok, donc je sais pas trop c'est qui ma mère, mais elle a l'air de connaître vraiment tout le gratin. Qu'est-ce qu'il faut que je fasse? Ok.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has
Oula.
delayed our host, Lord Mortimer.
Ah bah je crois que
He
c'est lui Lord
can't be
Mortimer,
present this
mais non,
evening, and he
visiblement pas.
sends his deepest apologies.
Lui, il hésite pas sur le fond de teint en
He's
tout
asking
cas.
here and he hasn't even turned up.
La poudre, tout ça, tout
Great
ça.
start.
Oh, rien
And now,
dire.
my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy
Ok,
to
donc,
remain by the fireside.
Visiblement, il
If you
aime
don't
bien
mind,
le feu.
Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home.
Ok, c'est bizarre.
And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Tchoum, 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 tchoum. Non, on va aller avec lui.
My vision is more important. Let's follow home.
I'll follow you, sir. Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Holm. I shall see you later.
My friend, I hope our dear Giovanni is well.
The troubles in France have fatigued him, but he will recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for remaining in Rome. The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was too. The mildness of the Mediterranean, eh? Come, sit down and have something to eat, my friend. You look rather pale.
Ah bah.
Excuse me,
Je te
sir.
fais pas
I've
dire, cher
been
ami.
neglecting my duty. I haven't introduced myself. Sir Gregory Holm, an old friend of Lord Mortimer's.
A real pleasure,
Vieille,
sir.
je ne dirais
You
pas
who
mieux.
must be well used to the court of France. How do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming if I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yes, I heard the news. What a story.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you. You seem to know my mother well. Is that true?
Who does not know of her, sir? She has such a wide circle that everyone knows your mother from a distance or closer.
Everyone knows Sarah, my son.
But you only know her by her reputation.
I remember she once worked for the Crown of England and that she always honors her engagements. However, we have never been personally introduced, sadly.
Well, if I'm to believe my vision, you're not going to get along with her.
Thank you for your answers, Sir Holm. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met?
Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember, young man. Perhaps you are mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. And what with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
Ok, donc lui c'est un lord
you
anglais
were definitely
visiblement.
the one I saw threatening my mother.
I thought... Never mind. It'll come back to me. Would you allow me one last question, sir? I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Do Do you know if anyone else has gone missing recently?
Not at all, sir. It's as if Sarah has purely and simply vanished into thin air.
That's right. Just take me for an idiot, why don't you?
Not even a servant, then?
Not even a servant. I can assure you, we would have been informed.
Keep your faith, my son. Only the celebrated Sarah de Richet could vanish before our very eyes, and she will reappear. You will see.
Ok, je vois qu'il y a quelqu'un qui est en train de décéder là.
Elizabeth! I should have insisted that you rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
Let me handle this. I'm used to this kind of thing. Miss, can you hear me?
Leave me.
Ah, enfin, comme
It's
ça.
just a dizzy spell. Don't worry. You'll be all right. Her heart rate is already becoming more stable.
Wow. Poor girl's had her hands tattooed. I've seen these pinnacles before in old occult books from the end of the 12th century. I don't know what that young woman's trying to protect herself from, but she definitely takes it seriously.
I'm so sorry.
Can you tell me something about her?
Oh, déjà savoir on demander qui c'est, hein, c'est un peu...
Elizabeth Adams.
Ah bah,
She's come to the island for a course of treatment, to rest.
For a course of treatment?
That's right. The seer can do wonders.
mhm.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already gone missing.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Let me... I just need to get back to my room.
Of course, my dear. Go ahead.
You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
I segni della bestia.
Sorry, Your Eminence. I don't speak Italian.
Forget it. It doesn't matter.
Gentlemen, it's getting late.
Lui, sérieusement, il m'inspire pas confiance. Déjà rien qu'à sa tête.
Long day.
Il est pour rien pour vieux, vous me direz, mais...
It's all the more delicate.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities. Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent.
Pourtant, les mecs, hein,
Seem to be
ils...
intrigued by that statue.
ils étaient en guerre, mais c'est vrai que ça a l'air de bien le vivre quand même.
It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of
Ah, mince.
atypical works of art.
Ouais, de toute façon, j'ai pas
I
de
won't
coup.
disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
The statue is impressive, and so are the paintings. Rubens, the Caravage, Guignero. Lord Mortimer has very good taste, and the means to
C'est
express
vrai
it.
qu'elle est pas mal la déco, moi j'aime
Monsieur,
bien.
young sir is a connoisseur.
Yes, in my spare time. Yet, I couldn't tell you who the artist of that painting there is.
Ah, ça c'est
I think I
Chronos
recognize
qui mange
the
ses enfants.
theme, but the style intrigues me.
Mais je sais plus du tout ce qui... Voilà, c'est
Oh, well, you
Saturne.
wouldn't know. So the
Saturne
artist
avec
is
Chronos,
none
hein,
other
donc,
than Lord Mortimer. I
Donc le
thought
père
for a moment
de Zeus,
the painting was
Poséidon,
finished,
Hadès, tout ça.
But my old friend assured me it was. Still, there's no accounting for
Mais du coup là ils ont pris avec la
Not
religion
very
romaine, donc c'est pour ça que
conventional,
c'est
but
Saturne.
it sure does hold your attention.
You'll find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
So, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted.
C'est dommage, j'aurais raté pas mal d'opportunités parce que j'ai pas les compétences. Alors bon, à part ça, ça va, j'ai repéré un tableau, donc bon, ça peut pas être si mal que ça.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President.
Et eux d'ailleurs, ils ont tous des masques, hein, les serviteurs visiblement.
Same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
Ok.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Ok, donc il m'avait dit, je crois, au bout du couloir. Ça doit être ça. Bon écoutez, on va s'arrêter là pour cet épisode. Hein. J'espère que ce second épisode vous a plu, bien qu'il arrive tardivement après le premier, je le reconnais. Je vais essayer quand même d'être un peu plus présent parce que ce jeu est vraiment pas mal, hein, je trouve. Bon, même si c'est pas beaucoup d'actions, beaucoup de blabla et tout. Mais voilà, pour l'instant on n'a pas trop vu encore les conséquences de nos actions, mais je pense que à long terme on va pouvoir les voir. Voilà, écoutez, moi il nous reste plus qu'à vous dire à la prochaine et sur ce, portez-vous bien. Ciao ciao tout le monde.